So Harold Caldwell is a U.S. Air Force veteran. Thank you for your service. And today we were hoping to have the North Carolina Veteran Association. I hope they were not having technical difficulties getting on, but maybe they'll be on the 20th. We are currently working with them, hopefully, get those programs in place so that we can offer them to our audience. So hopefully we'll get that going. So tell us a little bit about you. And he gives 100%, guys. I mean, really 100%. I really admire him, and he's modest and full of accomplishments. So tell us all about it.
Well, as she said, my name is Harold Caldwell. I spent 22 years in the Air Force. Excuse me. I controlled airplanes. I was what we call a weapons controller, not an air traffic controller, but an air weapons controller. And if you're familiar with the big airplane with the look like a frisbee on top, it's a radar on top of it, an AWACS aircraft, and I controlled airplanes from the air and also from the ground. Been in the United States theater, been in the Philippine theater, Alaska, and Canadian theaters with controlling airplanes. And I enjoyed my time in the military. Now, let me say this on the side. Daryl, when I saw your shirt, I saw the MWR. The only thing I could think about was military, welfare, and recreation. That was one of the places we had to go, to play ping pong, on bases, and it was called the MWR. But you take MWR, you're taking it to a new level, and I'm very impressed with that you have, and that you're doing, Miss Yrbo. I'm enjoying yours because I'm listening to you talk about the writing and the freedom there is in writing, and the only comparison I can think about it is orchestra music versus jazz. And orchestrated music, orchestras, everything is everything is streamlined. You got to follow every note. You got to do everything precisely the way it's done, the way it's written, the music's written. Whereas in jazz, the musicians every now and then take off on a little place on their own. And so to me, I call it freedom in writing. And like I said, I'm very impressed with what you all have. And I enjoy coming online and listening to you all, because you're also stretching me. I'm 73 years old, and still you guys got my imagination and my mind stretching beyond what probably what it can do. But I still appreciate you all coming on. I can appreciate the Brewingtons. Every time they do something, Harold, we on land, come on land. We see on land. Oh, come on land, And so I come on, to the Zooms, and I'm just stealing information from you all. That's what I'm doing. I'm actually stealing from you all. But again, you all make me feel so good to see you all, and like I said, all of you are just so impressive. And I just thank the Brewingtons for allowing me to come on and listen. That's all I had to say.
Well, thank you. We always are impressed with you, and thank you for your service as well.
Thank you.
We always like you on our show. You want to say?
Yeah, well, Harold, thanks so much, and all of you. And Harold pointed out some of the important aspects of your participation. But in light of that, and which is part of what we want to make sure that we do, is inspire you, bring you to a point of reference and understanding. Also, the points in the cloud. I mean, where, can I do that? Or, what's stopping me? What are my obstacles? Where do I need to put my perspective in the clouds to be? And, and we, I mean, if someone else did it, you can too, and so.
Yeah. I just like to say this too, that what you're giving me, I can pass on to young people who are thinking about starting an own business, or thinking about writing, for instance, and people who are thinking about getting into their, with the Mary Kay and the other projects. And here you got people who are successful. Bill there, he took off on areas there that when he started talking about the young lady who was his friend next door, and they were co-conspirators and all. My mind just boom. I had a flashback to home and my neighbors and the different things that we did, and so this would be a great environment for a young mind or any mind to really come into, who think that they're limited by certain things. And many people are limited by certain things, but they'll find a way to get a little bit more freedom if they were ever exposed to a group like this. And they'll know that limitations are just challenges and things, and they're just stumbling blocks that can easily be either go over them, around them. You could dig a hole underneath them. But the thing is, it shows you that with hard work and determination, you can reach that goal that you're trying to reach. And you may find out that actually that goal may not be the exact one, but it's one right to the left of it just a little bit, and you'll be able to really find yourself. And again, I just appreciate you all.
Okay. Yeah, and I think my mind is buzzing. Andrea's inspired this writing. I think what we'll do is we'll do an essay contest on Father's Day, and just tell everybody to write whatever you want to write about your father. And maybe you could be one of our judges, and then this brings us to the next segment. Let me stop. I got a very special